Being injured through any accident can be stressful and upsetting, but perhaps even more so if the accident happened abroad. You're often in unfamiliar surroundings and there can be a language barrier which can make the situation more difficult. Here at Stevenson's we can advise whether your case has reasonable prospects of success, and if that is the case then we will be happy to represent you and guide you through the claims process. In terms of holiday accidents, it may be that you've tripped on the wet floor of a hotel, you may have contracted an illness through an unclean swimming pool, or your child may have injured themselves on the playground in the hotel grounds. If this is the case, the law says that you can claim against the tour operator or organiser of the holiday, provided it was arranged as a package holiday. There are various components of a package holiday, such as transport and accommodation being offered for sale in the UK. The period of holiday should last for longer than 24 hours, and there should be one all-inclusive price. I think it's fair to say in today's society more and more people arrange their holiday through the internet rather than the traditional way of going into the travel agents. As you're guided through a number of screens on the internet, it's not always clear to say whether your holiday has been booked as a package holiday. However, here at Stevenson's we would be able to advise you whether this is the case. It's important to note that health and safety regulations abroad are often less stringent than they are in this country, and whilst you may have a claim in this country, the same may not apply in the country where the accident happened. We would always recommend that as soon as you've had the accident, you report the incident to the hotelier and ensure that the accident is formally recorded. Please also ask for a copy of the accident entry because this can be very useful to your solicitor. We would also recommend that you report the accident to the holiday representative and ensure that they make a clear log of the accident. If you've sought medical treatment in the country where the accident has happened, please ensure that you obtain the medical case notes. Don't worry that these are not written in English because we can arrange for these to be translated for you, but these notes can help your solicitor when pursuing the claim. It would also be helpful if you obtained photographs to show where the accident has happened. If the accident has happened in the hotel grounds or inside the hotel, please photograph the precise point where you had the fall, and this can be used as evidence to pursue the claim through your solicitor. If you were involved in a road accident abroad and the accident happened in one of the European countries, you can pursue a claim in this country, but it's important to note that the value of the claim would be based on the country where the accident happened. Most European motor insurers will have appointed UK agents to act on their behalf, and so although we do pursue the claim against the foreign insurer, we do actually liaise with the UK agents who then will feed back to the foreign insurer. It's important that you bear in mind that the very nature of foreign cases means that the claim can take longer to progress than it would do normally, and this is just because we have to correspond with the UK agent who will then speak with the foreign insurer, and their timescales are often longer than they would be in this country. For example, in this country the insurance company for the defendant has a period of 3 months in which to investigate liability. For a foreign insurer that period of time is doubled, and so they have a period of 6 months in which to investigate liability. In the UK, although it's useful to report any road accident to the police, it isn't necessary, and it wouldn't stop you from making a claim if you hadn't done so. However, in some European countries, the insurance company for the foreign driver can refuse to deal with your claim if you haven't reported the accident to the police, and we have found some cases where an insurance company will decline a claim if this hasn't been done. Therefore, we would always recommend that you report all road accidents to the police, ensure that you obtain a police reference number, and if a formal report has been prepared, please ask the police for a copy of this report. If the police refuse to give you a copy of this report, then at the very least you need to obtain the police details and log or reference number so that your insurance company or ourselves can contact the police and obtain a copy of the report. You may also be asked to complete an agreed statement of facts, sometimes known as a constat amiable. This is essentially a document which contains your details and the foreign driver's details, a very brief description of how the accident has happened, and both parties are asked to sign the form. In some countries, the insurance company will refuse to deal with your claim if you haven't completed such form. Therefore, if you know you are going on holiday abroad, driving, or if you're travelling abroad to visit family and friends, we would recommend that you print out a copy of this form. They're easily obtained from the internet. If you keep it in your car in the event that you do have an accident, then you have the form ready to complete and to be used in the event that you wish to pursue a claim. If you're able to take a photograph of the other driver and the vehicle, this can also help, and it proves that they were involved in the accident. If you're unable to obtain a photograph of the other vehicle, please ensure that you do take the registration, the make and the model of the vehicle. If the other vehicle was a lorry, it's helpful to note down any signage that's displayed on the lorry, because this can help to identify the responsible party. Very often the registration on the cab and the trailer of the lorry are different, and so it's important that you do note down both vehicle registrations. In terms of any injuries that you've sustained following the road accident, we would recommend that you obtain immediate medical treatment in the country where the accident has happened. Please obtain the medical case notes. There are some countries which will refuse to deal with any personal injury claim if the person has not sought immediate medical treatment, and that's why it's very important that you do this. If you incur any medication costs abroad, please keep hold of the receipts and we can include those as part of the claim. As a general rule, you have a period of 3 years from the accident date in which to pursue a claim. However, this isn't always the case in some European countries. In fact, in Spain, you only have a period of 12 months from the accident date in which to pursue a claim. Therefore, we would recommend that you pursue a claim as soon as possible to give you sufficient time in which to make that case. Every year, thousands of UK residents travel abroad on holiday or to visit family and friends, but unfortunately there are some instances where those trips can be tainted due to injuries being caused through accidents. It's important in those instances that you have a specialist solicitor to represent you and guide you through the claims process, and that's where we at Stevenson's would be able to assist you.